Yeah, lad. A couple of weeks ago, I made a video on how to identify a bot with 100% accuracy using Suspicious Alchemist, and that led to more questions than answers, like what decks are botted, what's the most populated rank, do all bots work the same, do they act in the same way? Before I start, let me briefly describe how I was able to identify if a bot was 100% a bot. So most of these decks that are piloted by bots are low curved aggro, such as Secret Mage, Even Shaman and Pirate Rogue, and these are all very linear, low curved aggro decks. 2 out of 3 of those decks don't run discovery cards, so by forcing our opponent to discover a card using Suspicious Alchemist, we're able to identify if they're a bot or not, because the bot won't be able to deal with the discovered card, i.e. they won't be able to pick the discovered card because they're not programmed to do so. So to answer these questions, on the 1st of February, the start of the season, I got to rank 2 and 1 to improve my MMR score, because I suspected that bots would have quite a decent MMR considering they're likely to be running 24 hours a day and probably win most of their matchups. During the 2-day experiment, I was able to run into 10 bots. 8 of those were Pirate Rogue and 2 of those were Secret Mage. So why didn't I find any Even Shaman bots? Is Even Shaman even botted? Well, I did play against a couple of suspect Even Shaman bots, but there's no way for me to 100% identify them using this Suspicious Alchemist trick. And I think that is because Even Shamans run Amalgam, and that is a discovery card, which means that the bot is likely programmed to pick a discover card. So if I force my opponent or my bot opponent to discover a card using Suspicious Alchemist, they're simply able just to carry on the game and pick one of those cards. There are clips of Even Shaman bots attempting to constantly target immune creatures with spells, and they just basically loop and loop and loop. So it is identified that there are Even Shaman bots out there. There's just no easy way to do it other than playing an immune minion. So with that information, we can answer 2 of those questions. Most populated ranks were actually quite high ranks on day 1 and day 2. Getting to rank 1 and 2, I faced a large amount of bots, more than I faced the last season when my MMR was tanked. The question I had was what type of decks are botted. I was able to identify a couple of Secret Mage bots, Pirate Rogue being the most popular one that I could identify, and then likely Even Shaman is up there, but I wasn't able to 100% confirm it using this trick. The last question I had was, do all bots work the same? Do they all have the same time intervals when they attack? Do they all have the same programming? Will they always go face? The answer to that is no. The reason I think this is because when you play Suspicious Alchemist against the bot, it skips that turn because they can't pick the card. On their next turn, some bots couldn't rejoin the game and they would constantly rope out. Other bots could rejoin the game and were able to play as normal. The reason I think this is because of the attack time delays. Some bots will start their turn off immediately and they'll start doing actions immediately. These were the bots I think that were able to come back into the game, but some bots are programmed to not start taking their turn until after 15 seconds. And if your opponent ropes out one turn, their next turn they will automatically start roping out the next one, and they'll only have 15 seconds to react. So if a bot isn't taking their turn within those 15 seconds, they will be locked out of the game. And I found that only a couple of bots weren't able to rejoin the game, but the majority of the bots were able to rejoin the game. So each bot has different programming times and different attack intervals. Another small quirk I noticed with Secret Mage bots, which is something that you can look out for as well if you're not playing Suspicious Alchemist, is that Secret Mage bots, at the end of each of their turns, they will target your face, and then they will target your hero power, and then they will end their turn. So it's like the bot is going through each of the targetable items on the board in order, and you'll see that whenever you play against a Secret Mage bot. But if you do face any of these accounts and you suspect that it is a bot, don't be afraid to report it for cheating and botting. It's up to Blizzard then to determine if it's a bot or not. I'm sure they'll look at playtime, how long the account's been logged in for, and how long the account has been playing games continuously. If an account's playing for 48 hours straight and it's playing non-stop games, then I'm sure Blizzard can identify that as a botted account. But after watching this video, there's ways for you to detect that it is a bot or not. Mainly, I'd suggest playing Quest Mage and playing Suspicious Alchemist to see if you can catch any of these out. But there are other cards you can use. There's Mage cards, there's Priest cards, and now there's a Warlock card. So enjoy bot hunting, and I'll catch you in a normal video next time. If it is, maybe this works.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Oh, you take Flame Ward. If it is a bot, that's impressive. It's day 1 of ladder. 16 hours into the day. The bot's obviously just been running 24/7. It's already at rank 5. It's already at rank 5. It probably has... it plays more matches than any human can in that amount of time, I suppose. But it means that it has a very... Well, as a positive win rate. I guess it must have had like 11 stars or 10 stars the last rank. Last season. Hidden MMR. Yeah, but I actually have only lost 1 game today. So I don't know if my MMR is very high this season or what's going on. But
you can count on me. I'm certified.
It's just crazy to me that a bot is already this high up.
Time's ticking.
He fought long and hard and got the right card. He's a good bot. There you go. So this will be probably used in the follow-up video that I was gonna do. It actually, so playing 1 copy of it has broken this bot. It would appear.
Just like drink.
Wrong ingredient. Time's ticking.
Just like drink.
Wrong ingredient.
It's unusual.
You can count on me. I'm certified.
I'm going to use this as insurance, just in case our,
Time's ticking.
just in case they come back. Then I can play this again. Yeah, the first time, or the first video I released on the bot and the alchemist, they were able to reconnect. I played it on turn 1, and they were able to play the next turn. It crashed them out for 1 turn, and they played the next turn.
Just like drink.
Time's ticking.
I mean, for the sake of experimentation, I will see if the bot recovers, see what happens. I'll just end my turn. I'll get it into low enough range though that I can just like ping it if I need to.
Time's ticking.
So it'll be a legit list. You know, the cards that you're gonna see burning now are in a legit like Pirate Rogue. There was like gaps in between their actions that were kind of making it obvious that this was a bot. I just like to say I'm impressed that a bot has already got to rank, well, what would be perceived like rank 5 now. I know you can't see the rank, but you'd guess it'd be around like rank 5. Do other suspicious cards work, like Priest or Warrior one? I think it would, yeah. I think any card that gives them a choice. So interestingly enough, see this? They're highlighting the card on the far left. See that? And then unhighlighted it. Then highlighted it again.
Time's ticking.
Emote it.
Amazing. Time's Time's ticking.
I'm not going to kill it yet. I'm just seeing if it recovers or not. Because that was one of the questions that someone asked in YouTube comment. Does the bot recover after you play it?
My hand is
So
too full.
I'm just going to push it to the limit and see if it recovers.
Time's ticking.
Recovers after this is played. Doesn't look like it is going to recover. I mean, it is highlighting cards, but
My hand is too full.
obviously this card screws with it enough to like
Time's ticking.
to end the game. And it's not that it's disconnected. If it was disconnected, it would have ended the game by now and kicked them out.
Almost out of cards. Time's ticking. No cards.
Okay.
Why don't you check them videos out there?